Hello everyone and welcome to Superstars. This is SmackDown for 2011 Universe and I am Jitch.
Approaching the ring from Moscow, weighing 302 pounds, Vladimir Kozlov.
You guys wanted to see him super bad. He was in high demand from all the episodes that haven't gone up yet because this one was recorded the same day as Raw. So here he is. Vladimir Kozlov. Pringles in a bowl. What a guy. Truly just one of the biggest pops of the day. Because it was the first. Now there's a reaction. Luke Gallows, who just recently teamed with CM Punk to beat Crime Time, coming on to Superstars and pouncing on Vladimir Kozlov. He's going to make a statement. The Straight Edge Society are obviously coming for the tag team titles quite hard because this would be the second big Impact thing that they've done as a tag team in the matter of a week. First I gotta figure out what the hell his signature is. Oh, what the hell is he trying to do there? Like a pounce? In a really weird direction after he threw me into the ropes. Oh no. Well, started off good for Luke Gallows. Classic red versus blue match here. Oh, it is a running signature. Oh. Gallows.
These matches on WWE Superstars are extremely important in building momentum.
Oh yeah. What he said is true.
You're right. You sure don't want to head into Raw. Gallows.
Vladimir doesn't want to take the boot.
That was like a freight train.
It's alright, he's gonna take it this time. He's gonna take it this time. Luke Gallows coming in big. Vladimir no-sell Kozlov.
Gallows. That'll leave a mark.
He's going into business for himself, guys. Look out.
Physically removing his opponent from the ring.
Fucking start celebrating. What the hell did you think you do to deserve that?
King, you looking forward to SmackDown tomorrow night? Gallows.
I love it. Gallows. Oh, he didn't say it that time. That was the trick. It was Michael Cole. He was giving away that it was coming. Kozlov's obviously hooked up.
Now he has it. Kozlov from behind.
Kozlov. I was never really a Kozlov fan. I was never really much of a Luke Gallows fan, to be honest. Like, he's pretty cool with Anderson, but like, Straight Edge Society Gallows? No. Vladimir Kozlov did not want to take Gallows' big moves at all. Absolutely refused. But there you go. That's what happens when you get jumped, I guess. You keep attempting a bicycle kick, and one of these days, it's gonna connect. One of these days. A nice, quick, easy victory for one half of the Straight Edge Society. Well done, Luke Gallows. You really earned that one with the jumping and the punching and what. You really, really did good. Yeah, do that same thing Justin Gabriel did on Raw. That's my boy. Nice sign. Well, here we go. If there was ever a place for him to debut, it had to be Superstars. It's a pretty big deal, though, to be fair. Oh, come on. Superstars, the show of ambushes and 2-on-1 battles. Well, this was originally going to be the US champion Evan Bourne versus Drew McIntyre, and to be honest, that sounded pretty great. I kind of regret having to change Drew McIntyre's allies, but I'm glad I did, because one of them was Mr. McFucking-Man again. My god, they made him have as many connections as possible. I don't even think Drew McIntyre would have been the chosen one at this point, would he? Or maybe he would, actually. I don't know. I think this is when they were starting to kind of cool off on McIntyre, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 2010 was peak McIntyre season. Apparently it's pretty peak McIntyre season now, apparently. He's doing great at the moment. I mean, it's all just so he can lose to Roman Reigns. There's no way that Roman Reigns comes back from leukemia and then loses to Drew McIntyre, but at least they're making McIntyre seem legit at the moment. Hopefully they don't give up on him afterwards, you know. I can respect that Roman Reigns should go over. I can respect that Roman Reigns deserves to be a top guy. He was the Universal Champion, and seemed to pretty much only have dropped the belt. Oh no, he did drop the belt because of leukemia. He didn't even lose to Lesnar, did he? Yeah, so realistically he should be getting a top guy treatment, and he has proven that he's a top guy. But, you know, I just hope that Drew McIntyre doesn't get lost in the shuffle. If anything, I hope he becomes a top contender for the WWE title on SmackDown after the draft. Because I may not watch the show anymore, but I read up on it enough to know what's happening, and I would really like to see Drew McIntyre get what he deserved all that time ago, this time. Of course, when it came down to these two, I know that William Regal is going to be a hell of a fan favorite, and I'm probably going to be cursed to hell for picking Stone Cold Steve Austin, but I had to. I can't have Austin lose. I want Austin to be legit. In the last universe I did, for some reason, he just never ever got on top. He was always losing to people. I think he was WWE champion in like the first year. Yeah, he won it from Daniel Bryan. He was the third ever champion, I believe. But he lost it really pretty quickly, like a month or two later in like his second defense. So I just really don't want that again. I want Stone Cold to be a top guy. I want him being in the WWE title picture. I like Austin a lot. I know it's a universe and you can do whatever you want, but technically that is still doing whatever you want, because fucking Stone Cold wouldn't even be around in this time period. Think of all the people he could face. We could actually get that CM Punk Stone Cold rivalry. I was just waiting for him to do something and he did nothing. I suppose it's only fair that Regal would be able to reverse a lot. He is supposed to be a master technician. He did also get the early jump start on Austin, so, you know, if Austin loses, there is going to be good reason for it. Just gonna keep on doing this. Stomping mud holes. I mean, that's not stomping mud holes. Let's stomp some mud holes. That sounds like fun. No, come on. I want to stomp some mud holes. That's not the right direction, Austin. No, that's not how you fucking do it. Didn't mean to lift him to the top. I pressed the wrong button. I knew what that button meant too. That was all on me. Apparently he puts his index fingers up in this game. Oh, of course he's not going to do the fucking elbow drop. He does that as just a regular down move. I've been spamming the hell out of it. Of course that's not his signature. Fucking Christ, Regal. Look, I know you got the early jump start, but Owen's a tough... Owen? Jesus. Owen Hart randomly came to mind there. Stone Cold is a really tough son of a bitch. Yeah, let's do a little bit of this. And let's get him up. Get eye raked, of course. Get belly to bellied, of course. Can't do a finishing combo. That's just not a thing. Austin's character model, I want to say, looks really good in this game, actually. I want to say that's a pretty damn good model of him. Compared to some of the later ones, like how he looks in like 14. Oh, okay. You don't have to run for the Thez press in this one. That's a good choice, Regal. What? That's a good choice, Regal. You will take a stunner. Or maybe you won't. Wow. He really didn't want to take the stunner. Okay. That's fine. You pissed Austin off. Nah, now you piss me off. You just pissed me off. No, come on, dude. No. Stop burying Austin. There you go. It's relatively close to how I imagine Regal would sell it. There you go. See, it just goes to show, not every jump attack at the start of a match means that guy's then gonna lose because he got jumped. Not if I can help it. And help it I will. Again, I realize that this is going to be unpopular with some people. But Stone Cold's got to get to the top somehow. He's got to start fighting for world titles eventually. This is just the beginning. He's going to do it, guys. He's going to climb the ranks. I don't remember what brand he's on, but he's going to climb the ranks. I think he's on Raw. I don't actually think he's on SmackDown. I believe The Rock's on SmackDown. Whoopsie. Well done, Austin. Oh, actually, I don't know how good his character model looks now. That looks like someone else. That looks almost like Goldberg. I don't know. It's a shameful thing that Sheamus is on Superstars again, but he is.
Approaching the ring from Dublin, Ireland, weighing 272 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Well, in his first match on Survivor Series, he competed for the WWE title. The championship scramble match, not a chamber match, not all a chamber match. And he lost. He then annihilated Matt Hardy last week on Superstars. So this week, he wants to go 2-on-1. One victory wasn't enough. He's got to go for 2. And here's your double duty man this week.
His opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 259 pounds, Montel Vontavious Porter, MVP.
Yeah, I'm kind of under the impression that we're just going to keep getting double duty people that are on Raw and Superstars. You know, we're not going to use people like Primo and Chavo on Superstars because they're never going to get on Raw and SmackDown. No. The people that were on Raw and SmackDown are also going to be on Superstars. It's just going to be Raw and SmackDown too, basically. As for the lower card, fuck them. They're just not going to get used. Not at this time. But Sheamus, he already beat Matt Hardy. He wants to continue to ride the wave of momentum, so I've made up the story. That's what I'm doing. I'm making shit up now. So he's challenged any tag team to a handicap, and he'll be facing off against MVP and Mark Henry. He's going to beat them both. And of course, MVP is a good target because he was literally in Raw's main event. Admittedly, he got annihilated.
From Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 418 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
As a tag team, Mark Henry and MVP are 0-1. As singles competitors, MVP is 0-2 because he lost in, well, I mean, if you count the tag team matches as well. Otherwise, is 0-1. As for Mark Henry, as a singles competitor, I believe he is also 0-1. Because at Survivor Series, Mark Henry competed for the United States Championship against Evan Bourne and got annihilated. At Raw last week, the two teamed up and got annihilated. And last Monday on Raw, whenever the hell it would have been, I think this is a Thursday show, so it would have been Monday if we're going to pretend that this is when it's happening, even though it's not, because it's not on a schedule. MVP was on Raw, and he got annihilated by Jack Swagger. So now they're going to compete once again as a tag team. If I had to take a vote for most likely team to split, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Mark Henry and MVP. I don't see them lasting very long because neither of them seem to be able to find their place. Not at all. Although to be fair, a handicap match might be the way to do it. They might actually get their first victory here. I'm gonna play as Sheamus. I'm gonna try. Oh, little bit of trouble in paradise there. I'm gonna play as Sheamus though, as you can already see that I am, because I think that Sheamus is a great wrestler who deserves to climb the ranks. Something tells me he'll still be around in all of the next 10 years. Well, the universe. Something tells me we're gonna be seeing a lot of Sheamus over the years. My God, it's crazy to think that he's been around for about 10 years. He won the title in 2009. He's still around to this day, just casually teaming with Cesaro, losing again and again from what I've read. It's gotta be good at the top. Sheamus! At least he doesn't have this silly hair anymore. I actually like his new look a lot more than this. He just looks wrong here. There's nothing really remarkable about him, whereas his new look is so unique. I honestly thought that was a submission hold if you couldn't tell by me clacking the sticks. Sheamus! Sheamus! Slamming down on the head. Sheamus! Gotta isolate them in Sheamus's corner and pin him. That's the trick. I'm gonna do my best to make Sheamus win this. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'll try. Because I think it would actually be great for Sheamus to win a handicap. Maybe he'd stop having to appear on Superstars, even though this is only his second match. Oh yeah, speaking of track record, Sheamus so far is 1-1. He lost at Survivor Series in the Championship Scramble, but he annihilated Matt Hardy. Actually, now that I've said that, I'm pretty sure I already said that before. That sounded very familiar. I apologize. But he is the top-ranked contender for the United States Championship, so Evan Bourne gonna have to take notice. Especially if I have anything to say about it. I'm actually, if it wasn't obvious, I'm hoping that all the losing does eventually lead to Mark Henry and MVP splitting. I don't really like the team. I like Mark Henry as a singles competitor a lot, and I think MVP is okay as a mid-card talent. Mark Henry is like World Championship material, as you may have already seen my opinion from the previous universe. He's gonna keep countering, isn't he? Oh no, I think I've actually got it. Oh! 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 High cross.
He's going for the pin. One, two,
Ah, there you go. What can you do? Never mind. That was actually pretty easy because MVP was too stupid to break the pin. Well, further reason for Mark Henry to turn heel and beat the hell out of MVP. Further reason for that to happen. Oh yeah. He didn't even help Mark Henry. Mark Henry tagged himself in, and that was it. That's the story we're playing with this one. Mark Henry tagged himself in very early into the match, and MVP then had a bit of a sulk, and he didn't try to help his partner, and because of that, Mark Henry ate a loss. Hard to say who to blame. Maybe Mark Henry for tagging himself in, maybe MVP for not having his partner's back, despite the fact that all Mark Henry wanted to do is prove something. Who knows? But what we do know is this is the end of Superstars, but we have the results. That's right, we have the rankings and the news, and then we got a little preview of SmackDown before it gets horribly shifted up by all the things that make it change. Rey Mysterio. That's a very old picture. I wonder what made them want to put that as the background. That's from his first world title win, WrestleMania 23 or 22. 22, I think, because it was my first Mania. Yeah, it would have been 22, not 23. 23 was Batista versus Undertaker for the world title. Alright, so news. Vladimir Kozlov and Luke Gallows' relationship has gotten even worse. I didn't realize they had one. And Stone Cold and Regal's relationship's gotten worse. Basically, the run-ins cause rivalries. That's what we've learned from that. So, from the SmackDown rankings, we had, Stone Cold and Regal, I think, are Raw people, as are Sheamus, MVP, and Henry. So I think it would just be Kozlov and Gallows. So I guess we'll see if that's done anything. That's the same as it was on Raw. They'd already gone up. Luke Gallows is now the top contender for the Intercontinental Championship. He just overtook Vance Archer by jumping 5 ranks for that victory over Vladimir Kozlov, who is rank 8 and remains rank 8 despite that loss. But Luke Gallows has just surpassed the previous number 4, Shad Gaspard, the previous number 3, Cody Rhodes, the previous number 2, Yoshi Tatsu, and of course the number 1 contender, Vance Archer, to become the new contender for the Miz's Intercontinental title. So that's an interesting change, and nothing has happened there. Okay, as for Raw, I don't know why I even looked at that. It's the same thing. So what do we have here? I think these are all the same. David Hart-Smith might have swapped places with Matt Hard, with MVP, I mean. I'm not sure if MVP would have dropped, but I think he may have. So if I had to guess, maybe that one. I don't honestly remember what happened in the last episode for those rankings. And MVP has gone down a rank for Batista, which I think happened on Raw as well. So not much, but then it is Superstars. I don't think that it really affects the top rankings too much. So, SmackDown preview. We've got Dolph Ziggler versus Goldust with, of course, Lex Luger, who really wants to find a tag team partner. He's doing whatever it takes, guys. Ziggler versus Goldust. Okay. Shad versus Cody Rhodes. John Morrison and R-Truth against Jericho and Miz again. This time just a standard tag. No special gimmicky matches. And a contenders match. They've actually put it down as a #1 contenders match. That's a special thing to see right there. This one is well and truly for a shot, which means that whoever wins that will actually be the person facing Undertaker for the World Heavyweight title at Survivor Series. I mean, TLC, we've already had Survivor Series, which means that we're actually going to know a pay-per-view match before we reach the pay-per-view, because there's a contenders match. Wow, that's incredible. Get ready for me to screw it up, because I gotta make sure none of these people are in rivalries that don't make sense. So here's hoping that doesn't mess too much up. Plus, I think I'm done recording for the day, which usually screws it up too, because then it turns off, which means that then it reloads, and once it reloads, it gets rid of some of the matches. But right now, this is looking like the preview for SmackDown, so maybe see this soon. But I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.